What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some more news concerning Johnny Nelson. Johnny Nelson was asked who would win between a showdown of Oleksandr Usyk and Deontay Wilder, and this is what he had to say. He said he could beat Wilder, and that's an easy answer. He said, don't get me wrong, if Wilder lands on him, then it's not going to end well for Usyk. But you can say that about any heavyweight who Wilder lands on, okay? Fundamentally, he's a much better boxer than all of them. I include Fury in that, but he's just too small to compete with him for 12 rounds. But I think the size of Fury and Joshua would be a massive advantage, and I don't think Usyk could overcome it. Well, boom, counterpunch. He already beat Joshua twice. Next challenge, Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. But the discussion at hand is Wilder and Usyk. Well, we know Johnny Nelson and Deontay Wilder really don't get along. You know, I think Johnny Nelson has the view that I had on Wilder. I just expected more out of him being a heavyweight based on the other heavyweights. It had Vandy Holyfield, Mike Tyson, you know, those guys. So, but him saying it, you know, Usyk could beat Wilder easily. In theory, that's right. In theory. Because Usyk could probably outbox anyone. That's including anyone that's fighting today, you know, and probably some fighters in the yesteryear. But, you know, like, you know, he's just a hell of a boxer. But then he knows how to pick it up because it's more to him than just a boxer. You know, he has tenacity, he has aggression, he can pick it up, he can change gears, he can go up, he can go down, he can go side to side. He can do a lot of things, right? And I think that Wilder will be beaten. And I think, you know, like Johnny said, you know, a lot of people will get knocked out if they get hit by Wilder. That's why I say in theory, because Wilder could hit you and that could be it. You know, he could look sloppy all night long, you know, and then, you know, people will laugh and do all that shit. But at the end of the day, people, if he catches you, that could be it. Bars. Right? Seriously. I mean, Wilder hits you, you know, that's what could happen. He could hit you and take you on out. You know, but then, you know, can he be outboxed? Sure. Wilder was outboxed twice by a Cuban former contender heavyweight, Luis Ortiz, King Kong, in both fights. Ortiz won many more rounds than Wilder has. Facts. But did he win? No. Why? Because Deontay Wilder got in. Bars. Barred it, baby. And it just lets you know, like, yeah, Usyk could beat him for 11 rounds, but don't get caught in the 12th. That could be all she wrote. You know, so what Johnny's saying is, yeah, he easily does that. You know, but Usyk fighting someone like Wilder, it would be a very interesting fight. A right-handed puncher versus a southpaw. Oof, that sounds like a deadly puzzle piece, to be honest with you. You know, right hands. You know what I mean? That's that punch that you don't want to get hit with, but that's that punch that counters most southpaws. You know, so yeah, it's very interesting. Very dangerous game, you know, and you got to take your hat off to both guys if they decide to fight, you know, because Wilder is a dangerous guy. Look what he did to Helenius. We don't know this, you know, the durability of Helenius to this day, really, but, you know, you could tell that, man, the guy can punch. He doesn't play around. The right hand doesn't play around. When he hits you, you may go down. Yeah. So for Johnny Nelson believing that, you know, that Usyk can do it, I think that's based off of what he did to guys like Joe Joyce and Tony Bellew eventually. You know, and Tony Bellew was probably doing the best that I've ever seen in anybody, probably besides Michael Hunter, because Michael Hunter, of course, gave Oleksandr Usyk a very good fight, you know, before I think he got hurt and then ran out of gas. But other than that, I don't see many people that gave Usyk a run for the money, you know, unlike those two, but he was still able to do what he needed to do. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Johnny Nelson stating that Oleksandr Usyk easily beats Deontay Wilder. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.